We dey hear on social media all the time with women and they cry. Oh, when I come for me, I dey so side. I don't come, the one day will bring me come, I know they see them, they know they pay me. And because of this, most of the people know they even benefit from the free quality education that is going on in the country. Because the time when for them at school, they are used as laborers. So now of great concern to me personally, and of course to the country, and we all don't see the attention where His Excellency don't pay to trafficking. We don't review the old act because there were too many gaps. And this new one now gets very tough punishments for perpetrators. In fact, when they find you guilty for trafficking, the minimum, you go to prison for minimum of 25 years. Before now, trafficking cases be very difficult. People get frustrated along the way. When you get that kind of case, you get for can't return. But we don't work with the Chief Justice, and the Chief Justice don't deploy judges now. All the 16 districts, we really deal now with trafficking cases. So now we don't get that barrier for say pass you can't return. Sometime last year, I think it was in February, His Excellency the President of the Republic of Sierra Leone launched the anti-human trafficking hotline 134. We don't get a national referral mechanism for trafficking cases on how to detect and report cases of trafficking.
Men, women, and children are victims of human trafficking all over the world. The latest global estimates by the International Organization for Migration and the International Labour Organization indicates that 28 million people are trapped in forced labor. Even in Sierra Leone, human trafficking is happening every day. But do you know what human trafficking is? Everyone still living has a dream, but not all dreams are realized. Traffickers would not mind destroying your dreams just to make things better for themselves. How do they do this? Human trafficking does not happen just like that. It has processes and takes different forms. In this video, we will learn about the various types of trafficking that are common in Sierra Leone.
Jenny, I know say things wrong for you in this village. And it's not easy for you to take care of them two pikin there. Now make her take them, go na freedom. So then go get good education. So myself with family, we go dey gladly for say we get better people that we don't learn book tomorrow and buy.
Uncle Frank, let God bless you and let God help you all. Wait till you talk so, and good talk.
All this. Go dey do small business with them.
One of the ways children are trafficked in Sierra Leone is by close family members coming to take children of relatives with the promise to help educate the children and giving them better lives. According to a new collaborative report from APRIS, University of Liverpool and the University of Georgia, an estimated 33% of children aged 5 to 17 in Sierra Leone's Eastern Province alone have experienced child trafficking.
This now na auntie. Now na get for candy with.
Sorry, Sally, that's what me can do, yeah?
And 36% have experienced child labor. The report also identifies that the populations most vulnerable to trafficking includes 12 to 17 years old children. Children who have lost one or both parents, and children not enrolled in school. Mr. Frank, who happens to be a relative of the children, has sold them to a woman that is not related to the children. What will be the fate of these children? They will be overworked at home, sent out on the streets to do petty trading. For most young girls, they are sexually abused at home and are also vulnerable to sexual exploitation outside their homes. Young boys are often exposed to a life of crime and violence, which will affect their growth and development. Parents, be careful whom you give your children to. Sex trafficking is an underreported crime for many reasons. Victims may fear for their safety and well-being and that of their families, or they may have concern over stigma toward them and their families. Victims of sex trafficking are usually coerced. The coercion can be subtle or overt, physical or psychological. Not everyone you meet you should trust, because traffickers always appear to be good people. They will use all methods to trap you. Some may be physical with you, but others can spike your drink to render you helpless.
Grab my money.
Yeah.
How they do? Well, please help me with the glass beer, yeah?
The traffickers used deception to avoid detection by the security personnel. He pretends to be the lover of the victim. Had the border management officer probed further, he could have saved the victim. Sometimes they will travel with the victims to another country. This is what happens when the victim is in the possession of the traffickers. They are sexually exploited. Their vital organs may be removed and sold.
Mama, hot.
I don't see you hot. And a fresh pick now get inside. Give me 100K.
Mama, I'll give you 40K.
Okay, follow the talk no go too far. 60.
Ah, Mama.
I follow not to go far.
Mama.
Sharp.
Those benefiting from this exploitation will never stop. But you and I can stop them if we step up in the fight to end trafficking.
I don't tire.
You don't tire. Oh, you don't pay me money, you don't tire.
Uncle,
The victims suffer in pain and agony. Labor exploitation is another common type of trafficking in Sierra Leone. According to the 2022 U.S. Department of State Trafficking in Persons report, traffickers exploit victims from neighboring countries into forced begging, forced labor, and sex trafficking in Sierra Leone. And traffickers traffic Sierra Leoneans to neighboring countries and exploit them for forced labor and sex trafficking.
But you know, seminar agent.
eh?
And I don't help Boku people of the type, where they make millions every month.
Sisabenu, I beg help me.
No worry, I will help you.
Many young Sierra Leoneans have been exploited in other countries through labor trafficking. Worst still, as you are watching this video, thousands are vulnerable to being trafficked. Most are in some processes that will get them into these dangerous situations. But why? Because the traffickers are people they know and trust. They are the ones that will meet and convince them. They tell these unsuspecting young people, and in some cases their family members, the possibilities of better lives. Deceptions like these often lead victims to borrow money, sell their properties, and in extreme cases, steal and do odd things just to raise money for them to pay the traffickers.
So I don't come for like I lend me extra 10 million.
Okay. I go lend you the money. Boss Ali, I go while you pay me this money quickly.
As I reach try to pay, as I reach try to send money.
Yeah, okay.
It is important to note that there can be blurring line between human trafficking and migrant smuggling. What may start as smuggling can become trafficking in some instances. Once the victims succeed to travel, their passports are taken away from them. The contract they are promised does not materialize. They are now in the absolute control of the traffickers.
Hey God, Sister Bendu don't fool me. I know one day suffer like I suffer the enemy country. I'll me for go back now. What's in for water chair? What's in money? I'll me for go back now. Even if I can't go back, I go begin beg to the one they expect from me.
Salematu is asking the right questions. But before you think of traveling, you should first ask yourself similar questions. Don't give money. Find reliable information before you make the decision to travel. Don't allow your family, friends, or people close to you to deceive you into these dangerous journeys. Nowadays, people are trafficked through the internet to be exploited in labor and other forms of exploitations. This young man is a graduate who has a good job, but he wants to progress with his career. He believes he can find better jobs overseas. Traffickers already know this. As beautiful as social media is, it can also be a tool used by traffickers to deceive their victims into trafficking.
Mama, what happened?
My brother, it has been 3 months working in this warehouse like a slave. Salary, I do not know and never receive. My passport, they do not give me.
My brother, I've been here for 9 months. See the people working here? They've been here. Some of them I met them here.
My brother, this is not what they promised me. Am I a commodity thing they can buy and own? They don't even let me to go out of this warehouse. Why are they enslaving me? Why?
When we came here, they told all that we come in work. But this is the work we're doing now.
Tonight, my brother, I will leave this warehouse.
What? Do you want to die? If I put your voice down, you ain't got document. You ain't got passport. When you go assault, the police will hold you. They'll put you for prison. Do you want to die in prison?
Victims of labor trafficking are forced to work through the use of force, fraud, or coercion for the purpose of subjection to involuntary servitude without any regard to their basic human rights. Some may even lose their lives. Human trafficking happens globally, and it is happening around us every day. Traffickers can traffic anyone, and their main purpose is to exploit their victims. Begging promotes sympathy and pity from the people towards persons with disabilities. Unfortunately, this kindness is ending up feeding greed and encouraging deception, as some people take advantage of begging to benefit themselves by use of disabled persons. In Sierra Leone, most people living with disabilities had to beg for a living. This makes them vulnerable to traffickers looking to exploit them. This man at first appears nice, but has a motive.
Uncle, thank you.
Yeah.
And that's the only person who can give me this work money.
No need for tell me thank you. This is a small thing. The city won't me come out. People in the way they give money past this one where I give you. If you been there, by the time you go and beg, you get what you forget. You don't get money.
Yeah?
No. Listen, if you come at this community again, all man they admire you. You ready for go there?
I'm ready for go, sir. But before they go, Lord reach to me, Granny.
He appears unsuspecting, so the young man is eager to trust him. Throughout the day, this person with disability is on the streets begging for his trafficker. Despite this, he will shout, beat, and mistreat him. Exploiting his victim is all that is important for the trafficker.
I'm not seeing the network. You know they listen? You don't get ace for Harry? How many times I don't want you say you can't this storm for big and come with money now? Not for make party them. I don't want you. Or you want make us send you back to the village to pull you?
I the beg, sir.
Or you want for the sleepless street? Anything that happen again. 3 days. And they lock you up with no food. Idiot.
I'm glad I eat.
Eh?
I eat.
You want it? Shut up and pass inside. Pass inside! Nonsense! Idiot! Hey! Can't take back the bag.
This person with disability is a victim of human trafficking. Human traffickers all over the world prey on people's dreams of better lives. This is the same in Sierra Leone. Human trafficking is happening all around us. I hope this video will help you recognize trafficking when you see it. You can help to save lives if you report any trafficking act to the authorities.
I decide for left meals for travel, for go make more better life because the program for change for go meet me man in Russia. So I find myself na Kuwait. Plenty thing the way I be they do. Na first time they force me because number one language barrier, I don't understand them. I know they even able to see like the woman in face. So like when me they talk, they don't understand. So just waiting they want for do, nine and they do by force. They not agree and they try to me say, na ba you no need for talk to nobody. Wait to want you for do no more. Then be they threat me, especially the madam and big brother. If they threat me for do my men that the business, then they make I run away na that house day. From the airport, I then take everything in my hand. I go to my yellow card, my ID card, my passport, and other documents them. I passed through many prisons, like 9 prisons, just because I asked for my documents there. Why be turned back? Why can the community who sabi there? And be boku challenge for me. In fact, them they discriminate me. People that isolate me, they say because I don't count nothing, they don't count sick. So that maybe even makes if I move from that particular community, I jump for go to another community for no more like I go able for manage my life.
Recently, we don't pass the Anti-Human Trafficking and Migrant Smuggling Act of 2022, where President, His Excellency, retired Brigadier Julius Maada Bio, signed into law. We give education to the public for able detect trafficking and reports to authorities through the 134 Freedom Line. That's not the hotline for trafficking.
If somebody say it carry you go London, as soon as you carry go Guinea, no say not a better thing. You want to go to London, we then get a British High Commission where they give visa. You want to go America, then get American embassy. We get embassies where they give visa. As long as that person don't take money from you and it begin put you past na corner, no say not a better thing. Sometimes the money the way people then they spend for go, they can actually stay in Sierra Leone and do good business with that amount, but not risk your life for go by all means with people then we could go misuse you. Sometimes people then they even die in the process. So me just a big we youth, the woman them and the man them, when we stay in our country and work hard.